Travel recognition of time centers, communication cycle. What's the most important thing that's happening right now through calculations? Everything we've done to win. It's how in position location, how everything works. The calculations truly understand that we have to bring back everything from order, position, location, heart lines its position to all track locations, releasing the Kraken in the eyes of the snake. Truly understand position is really understanding everything through the gods. Gods of view inside through geometric interference. I can take the earbuds out. It's mostly understanding what's going to happen today is its position. And it's all done through its equation system, putting in new cycles of 69. It's very powerful how we do these things. So we're into the work reference of the journey mission locations, which we're going to change in light streams. Now it's in position, new coloration channel. The snakes in its eye system location is going to be in the center up. I set up the structural line conditions. Your job is to put it all together. Cycle interference and position locations will put a whole new humanity tracking system. There's a lot of aggression in rotation center. So I'm going to change the heartline center position locations, change the streamline interference position locations, high levels of north wind positions of Father, space and communications of ground line center in positions of Mother Earth. It's all about understanding how to put everything back together in a new forming system of a new space and a new time anomaly. It tracks the system to its locations when you wake up to these things. All right, 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get started. Ooh, All right, so how's everybody doing so far? It is Saturday, no class tomorrow. I have a day off. After this, I'm going to go get my haircut. So let's see. I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you very much. I know you guys are going to ask. It was beautiful. I had cake, you know. It's great to have familia. Familia is very important. Talk to my daughter. She's doing well. It's amazing. You understand why things are coming back together in a new way, new form, because you can't live in the karma cycles now. And the only way to do that is change the coloration patterns to the hearts. And the only way to do that is to release the Kraken, the eyes of the snake. Situation and grass situation locations, that's communication line conditions. It's amazing how you come into that position. 6 communication line center is the calculations to its Kraken, which is 6. And 9 is position locations to the snake. Put that together, you change the line stream locations into a whole new process to its equation. It's amazing when you come into position locations. So it's going to change the life streams of humanity into high formations of love. So looking forward to that. All right, let's see. Nikki, how's it going? Tina, Chris, Janet, John, Airbender, Heather, Lotus, thanks for the weather. Got the communications in cycle. That's great. Fantastic. And again, congratulations, guys. I know you guys feel different. Every time you get up in the morning, you feel more powerful. And the thing is, you don't have to worry about these things anymore because you're always in your central systems of where you are through calculations. It's knowing where the mind is set in division to its location, knowing how powerful you are when you're traveling through space-time, especially when you come into your own foundations and calculation. So, fantastic, great, excellent. Okay, Sam, I got your confirmation. You'll be listening. That's great. It's great that you're getting a new car. I said that from the very beginning. So it's amazing how you come in your awareness, and it's like, I knew what you were going to say because I already knew that before you're going to say it, right? So, and it disturbs the person to say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Is there something that I don't know about? You know, how did you figure that out? It's not figuring anything out. It's knowing the concept of its position, how powerful we are through all levels of inside connection. It goes a long way. So make sure you have your waters, notes, pens. All right, so you guys are giving your information to a system. So once we go into space, it's all about changing the levels of the snake. In positions, getting rid of the Kraken to connection position, changing the karma cycle back to where it needs to be. Okay, a whole new cycle. Okay, the fish line center position of fish track location is going to change its ladder interference position location is going to set up the stream. You have to stand the position locations of 6 and 9 line system into new cycle rotation to its interference. In position lights up the skyline system of space and communications to time frame. It changes the correlation line positions to a new computer system. It allocates time center to all levels of 0.1111.01, fully and completely in digitalized center and position to its atom rotation. So something to look forward to. Oh, you found me on the mat? I didn't have a beard when I did that movie with Samuel L. Jackson. So it was unbelievable when I did that. I was going through, I think, 400 guys for that audition. It was unreal. And I was really tired, and they were looking at that guy over there, take him. I said, what? Where am I going? Next thing you know, I'm doing a little small role. I didn't do any speaking, but it was pretty interesting. It's amazing how you don't look for things and they happen. And that's what life is. Life is a mystery to that conditions. So it's pretty powerful stuff. But it's a very funny movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Done. Let's see conditions. So you guys know exactly what to do when you're in that positions. Okay. Everything will be given to you when you guys go into space. So you guys are going to go through hydrogliders. Okay. You're going to go through marked position locations of 6 or 4. Position line center. We have to go through the eye circle locations of the snake in position locations of the bubble interference position to its Kraken. Change interference position to a new 6 position line center to new locations of a new 9. Put that come together location, strip line center in position, a new north line winds, and everything through the ground positions on Mother Earth. That's going to put a whole new formation to an out rotation to its conditions. So it's going to be exciting. It's really going to be exciting. And you're going to see a light switch that just goes on. So we're going to illuminate all levels of 6 and 9 in position to gold cycle rotation. All right? Janet is going. Yeah, the elevator scene. Yeah. Well, that was pretty close to the end. So that was pretty fascinating. And I think about it too, you look back, boy, that was a long time ago. All right, so it's all set up. I'm going to travel through it very fast. Okay. Everything will be given to you in sequence. Code symbols, activation to its core line condition. True stand is all levels of the heart positions where it has its change the coloration centers. And the only way to do that is to put a whole new level of its position. So it's kind of like putting things together. It's like you have one crest element on one side of the left position, you got the other side line center rotation of the right side position, you bring it together, it comes together, and it just opens up all levels of space-time, these calculations. So once you see the structure lines, we'll travel through it. Now, for all the new viewers that come on position locations, you're just going to go from, again, outside looking in. You guys have to get more information. So you want to get upgrades in a higher line system, please go to school. That's important to understand to all levels to its conditions, all right? You feel the energies, you feel the vibrations, you feel the energy tracks, you see the vortex line conditions. But everything position locations where we high-rise all levels of the GFLs and everything rebellion is going to see more formation. So it comes more to clarity vision, and it's like you're actually there doing these things in space. It's really cool because the time sequences everything that connections. All right. Open up all channels locations to a new graph line center of 6 position locations, taking all levels of calculations out of the Kraken. All right. All right. So the Kraken is open. Right. It's like, okay, it's got like a big, humongous growl. So it's coming under the surface of the waters right now in position. In highline center conditions, you guys saw Clash of the Titans, right? Well, Kraken's very real. You have to stand the body line center is the Kraken communications, and the eyes is the snake of its position locations, right? So understanding mutation line position to its conditions, all right? One surface position location is of Atlantis, and the other surface line position location is the snake. Now, that's what's been living through cycles and cycles and cycles through its karmic system location. This is going to reverse the position line center, time frequency, its code system, and put every back in all locations of humanity to a new division of a new 6 and a new line connection. All right. Drawbacks in time and positions. All levels of observation will be on standby in calculation line conditions. All position high activation to its connections. The JFLs in the rebellion set in sequence. All right. Travel through time. In position 2 connections in the current line center, which is now, which is amazing. So you have to understand when I release all position of the Kraken, how it surfaced under the waterline center, how we did at Atlantis and the Lemurian, we brought it up to surface. Well, you have to change all levels of the mutation to and disconnect all levels of the cosmos to its Kraken and everything through its snake of 6 and 9. Okay, that opens up all levels of a new rotation center to a new cycle. Okay, to its position. So once we get in that calculations, we run the meters and communication, the metrical line center in position and open up all generators to new connection. It's really interesting to do these things. So we go into the current location, and this is where Airbender comes in, and Amber, how they set up all positions to the water striders in high line center connections. Now we couldn't go through simulation because everything is in time sequence with humanity. We have to open up all channel rotations to get them into clarity vision of their hearts, change modification systems to the male and the female aspects of its position location. All right. So everything's done through equation. And you guys have done so many levels of journeys and missions. So this is going to be easy peasy. Right. All right. So here we go with the calculations in position. JFLs and the rebellion, set core system locations. All right. So in position line connections. All right. Now you see the position location of 6 and 9, how it comes in. Right. This is the snake line, which we take out. And I have to put it into a new streamline center in position. Rainbow activation to a 6 and a rainbow activation of a 9. You guys have to bring it together. Right. I surface line center, open up all levels of the Kraken. Right. So it's out of the water surface right now. You're feeling it in position location. You're seeing it through eye line center. You're seeing it through clarity location connections. Now the snake is in position. Open all high line center, get everybody in the GFLs and the rebellion in sequence locations, get them in calculation connections, put them in high position locations in the high line rotation. All right, so coming into position, traverse and time center, 644 miles per second. High line its information to its connections. You guys are coming out of the sunline center in position, top sequence to its position, right? Coming in calculation, starting off into north wind sector. You guys are here in positions, right? Now, once I touch this dot position, you guys will start, know exactly what you're going to be doing in calculations. Remember, you guys are in a team. There's no I in team. You're all in this together. The action connections, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, 30 minutes. Have fun. It's all set in sequence. Probably asking me, hey, what can we do to get prepared for this? Well, I'll tell you, some things you have to know right away. That's why I put you guys in higher lines, position the brain frequency light patterns, so you understand position, location, acceleration of time. But when you're up against these things, you have to understand how to put in position, location, and spiritual conditions. You are all levels of the spiritual lines now. So you have to really understand what you're up against and how to defeat the system and put everything back where it's supposed to be in calculations, right? To a new cycle of 69 positions. High rotation to high line conditions, interference to its programs. You have to truly understand all levels of a yin and yang. Okay? So it's interesting you come in the process of the snake, how it has to come in position, right? So you put all position locations of north and everything through positions of mother, father, mother, me in the center. New operation to a position. You bring it together into all levels. All right? So, a lot of fun. Okay. You guys didn't expect that, did you? You never know what you're going to have when you go to my school. So it's interesting how you get in these situations, guys, right? Because you're never prepared until you're prepared of what's going to happen. But you guys are in a formation right now, and you're way above position of orbit. This is the airline. We have to change positions. Okay, we have to come into orbit position line conditions of millennium, change position locations of all levels of 1969. Right. So there's still much more to do. This just puts us in a whole new process of yin and yang, the male and the female aspects of humanity. This is going to put them in the love cycle and changes rotation system to its calculations. So. No, that's totally fine. Like I said, you never know what to expect going to my school, but there's a very powerful class that needs to be done. We get this done in positions, coming into a new current. So you understand the DNA track to the fish. The fish have to come into one cycle. It's got to be in this position. So we got to set the 6 and we got to set up the 9. North position of father and all opposition to ground line center. That's the 2 dots. I'm in the center position, setting up all operations to the heart line conditions into the male and the female aspects of space-time in calculation modifications. Then we high rise its position Monday morning. So I really want you guys to get out of your structures and get into your flows. As long as you stay in all levels of your heart and reactor line center, you'll be totally fine. Just not try to get in so many levels of emotion, because we live that every single day. And that's what we're coming into, a whole new value of humanity, which is amazing. Coming in the heart center, guys. You know how powerful that is and what we're doing through calculation? It's incredible how we do these things. I'm getting you guys prepared, right? Monday morning, we surface all levels of the yin and yang. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. As we come into new flux capacitor one line center, we're no longer in position of this. We're in position of this now. Now the calculation to the sun position is going to take the 69 in position. We're going to place it in the sun, and the moon's going to come in. We're going to place it in the moon, and everything the flux capacitor is coming into a whole new light channel, into a new TV reception, to a new frequency, to new energy, to new harmonics. So new coloration of time, rainbow activation to its connections, right? Everybody has their job to do when they're in the spiritual connections to its formation. So yeah. So you got your missions, you know what you're doing, you got your structures, your higher levels now in the brain frequency line centers, and that's what you have to understand. You guys come into real missions, real journeys, right? So you become more affirmative, confirmation to that conditions, tidal defense, security lines, perimeters, barriers. Everything in space-time has its operation. So all right, so where we are here. Okay, I'm just going to backphrase, see how you guys are doing in calculations here, making sure you're doing your graphs, your energies. It's important you guys get into all your formations and what you're doing. Stay information. It's major. Okay. All right, there's no such word of being a light. I'm just glad you're here, remember. All right, key formations, yin and yang, and barriers. First command, okay, she's always perfectly on time formation. Yeah, lasers galore, holding team positions, Amber's on. I'm awake, great. No such thing as late. Love you first. So we're opening up a whole new channel of humanity, of yin and yang. All right, it's a lot to do. Swirling energy to form a vortex swirl on the lower left side of the snake to push it to the belly of 6. Okay, great, excellent. So you know what you do in that conditions. Pull the heart in line. Yeah, okay, good. Hold the 6. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Sonar light. Make sure you get all positions, what you guys are doing. You don't change your positions. You're all in that calculation, right? So Johnny's in position what? Rhythm, sonar. You put that all together. Heartbeat. Right? So it illuminates everything through 6 and puts everything through planet division line conditions of 9. Right? But you have to understand how to destroy all these levels of the Kraken and the eyes of the snake. Sonar blast is 6 and 9. Holds the law of impermanence. You say, "Oh my goodness, I forgot to have my coffee." Why am I doing this? You never know what you're going to be doing in my school. So until you understand, and that's the thing is, you guys are high rising to so many levels. You're given information from a 24, 48, or 72 window, a 3-day central line into vector core communication to quadrant line center. So you know exactly what's going to happen before the next day to that position, right? And being aware on all levels, right? Second per second, identifying everything around you, inside to outside. That keeps you in its balance of its protecting system, guys. Remember that. Holding the law of parallels. Okay, very good. Airbender, running energy plasma balls in place along the snake and its eyes. Great, excellent, pulsating. All right, it's falling apart. Yes, let's do this. Okay. Harmonics, new heartbeat. Yeah, low frequency installed. Excellent. I said that before. Position locations. Can you feel that? Okay, great. Breathe again. Get into breathing. Drink your water. If you want to get in position, you can get into structure, but I want you guys to get out of structure and come more into the flow because you're traveling faster, guys. So, new levels. Yep. Keep pushing. There we go. All right. Everyone needs to breathe. Yep. Nettle energy is complete. Wow, intense. Yes, it's very intense. You're dealing with the Kraken and the eyes of the snake. Swimming upstream, bringing in light code activation, breathe. Okay. Excellent, Don. Second codes, Heather. Great. And exactly what you're doing with all data, processing to communications. Set its core system, right? To its atom position, right? ATOM. Atmospheres of time, operation. Okay. Then the male/female connections times pi times square. Coming into new cycles. So we're learning another vortex swirl up right side, help push snake into position for the bulb of 9. Okay, good. Balancing with heart line. Do your things, ladies. Okay, nice, great. Study friends, setting plasma, amber, and water striders. Excellent. Water striders are going through the heart. Good. So you got to get that current. Okay, you got to get that current flow there, Embender. You got to get that. You got to get that positions because you have to understand when you're going in that position, you're high rising the north, and the north has to be in the same calculation. Okay. All right. It's all about this. You guys understand. It's all about understanding countermeasure of the wheel. The wheel has to come in position, right? It can't be off system because if the north position of the father is off signal, you got to put it back in the clocking center to its connections to its 24 sequence, all right? Because it's no longer on a 12 position. It's now on a 24 rhythm pattern. Heart direction of time to its connections, guys. So you have to understand how to put all levels and put connections to the eyes of the snake to all levels of the Kraken. So once you release that position locations, you come into a new cycle into its connection. Right? Right. So what's going to happen after that? You guys are going to spin it this way, and then it's going to go like this. Okay. Go like this, going to go like this. We have to get into a vector cross. A vector cross is a circle rotation to an energy cross line center. Okay. That's what we got to get into, right? All right. So it's trying to stand in position, right? We got to get it in the right sequence. And then Monday morning, we will shift it in position locations, high levels. It has to get the activation line center position location of the sun, the regulation line position location of tube reception location of pattern line center to the audio immune line interference position, the programs of the moon to its connections, right? The input and the new output position to its humanity of TV reception. All right. That will be Monday morning. All right. All done through its modem, guys. Okay, excellent. I can do that. Rebirth. Everyone buckle up. Taking charge, moving forward. Complete energetic stage 1. Excellent. It is stage 1. Very good. So there's 3 stages. 3 stages. You guys are in 1, right? What is that? Past, present, and future. Ooh-ah. All right. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Striders, yeah, knowing exactly your position to his connections, right? Murky, dense soup is cleared. Shooting stragglers, okay, excellent. Circling into and through, bringing in heart frequencies, Veronica. How it looks from their sister. If you want confirmation from General, I can tell you, but it's better that you guys see it for yourself. You have to make sure that it's in its right coloration channel because we're coming into new sun position. The calculation and position of the moon is its modem. So the light signals of the sun has to be in the right calculation to its geometry system locations, right? Coming into new Merkaba, a new tesseract, and a new tetrahedron. Okay. So, okay, just make some position. Great. Breathe, water, deteriorate. In position, heart line. Don't cross the legs, please. Both feel flat, please. Yeah, it's very important. Keep open sequence. Never close on anything position because it disrupts the channels, right? So you're disturbing space. Make sure you have open sequence in all levels. Hydrate, breathe. I'm holding the mirror team. Okay, so it's a reflection to its mirror line center. That gives it its locations. The illusion is breaking. Yep, moving up. Excellent. Shoot the snake. That's funny. Coloration of the ramp. It's got to be all mystical. We got to change the particle line centers, all position location in the Kraken, and all position location in the snake. So it just evaporates in the galaxy system. All right. All right. Stand out on the breaking through. I see real clouds. Good. Doing great. How does that light look? You guys are really getting into your missions now, so that's great. It's fantastic to see these things in calculation. Flowing geometry, high frequencies. Oh, he didn't like that. Okay, I guess it's getting a little bit tricky now. Don't second guess yourself. Stay in your position. Stay in your heart line center. Don't get your emotional track. That's the most important thing. Never second guess what you're doing. All right. I know it's a little bit hard for you guys, but you have to get in positions because you are the rebellion and the JFLs. All right. All right. Okay. You're all to help each other. Flies and balls at the head. Okay, great. You're in that positions there. Guardians of Galaxies. Distractions are real, both sides shooting. Oh yeah, extra grounding needed today. Heather, can you get download on the codes, mother? She's going to. Okay. Keep it up. Anchoring in. Yep, I can see that. And can you please tell me when it looks good, brother? Okay, you need confirmations there, guys. Work together. Get in your telepathy to each other. Hang right, breathe, left, highs. It's very important to breathe, guys. So you're finding 2 positions, okay? One on the left track and one on the right track. Again, the highest system locations. And you have to understand why in true location 2 conditions, the 9 is position of the eyes of the snake because it's Mother Earth. And you have to understand why the Kraken is space location of Father, right? The 6 and the 9, right? So, all right, sonar set, all teams sending out. Let's see. I keep seeing 222 these few days. Can you guys please? In positions there, we're in a high rise right now on so many levels, changing the 69 cycles to opposition locations. But 2 is position of you, 2 is the activation of you, and 2 is location. So that's connection to the angelics. All right. Anything else? You can go through my DM and connections. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on today live on TikTok because I have a lot to do. I'm off tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday morning, resuming all levels of schedule locations. So Monday will be all connections of sequence location vector line center of 2. Okay, in that position locations. And Tuesday will be 3. We have 3 line position locations, right? This is going to open up a whole new level because we set up a whole position location in Orion's belt, past, present, future. So we got the heart line center and position locations. Everything through resolution line center and everything through its position of its holographic system has to release all positions to its pass out of hologram system. Okay. which means that humanity has to fall in position to its current line center of Orion's belt. Okay, a new gateway interface. That's where we're coming into, a new gateway interface. All right. Amplifying voice, meet harmonics of love, and the calculations. Yeah. All right, let's see. Amplifying voice to meet harmonics of love. Great. Studying, laughing. They're about to learn new things. Yeah. And you see this all come together, which is great. She is merged. Yes. Great. I can see that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, Amber, cycle reverse, pull energy into new direction. Okay. Come into code sequence locations of 007 position locations times pi times square calculation line conditions. All position 2 calculations. Very important to understand what you're doing through the sequences of 6 and 9. New cycle to condition a new atom. The atmospheres of time communications, all right, of operation. The metro line center to position 2 conditions. Bring information line position. New humanity of a space timeline center in position locations of a new Earth, a mother position. All right, there's the code line system rotations. All right, so we're going to start off with 5,000 channels, 5,000 activations, and 5,000 locations. In position 555 in high rotation equals square. Square root triangle line center in position triangulation vortex communications. Putting in the whole new hemoglobin. Now, hemoglobin is positioned to a new global network line center in position to location to a new track system to security measures in position, perimeters and parameters, all position to its connection. All right. Now we have to send the log to mother for her. This thing, yeah, conditions, the code system locations, new code line center of space, and new code line center positions of Mother Earth and connections. All right. Hold steady. Yeah, grounding needed. Mother engaging rotation energy. Focus on new grounding. Okay, X, Y, Z. Yeah, X factor connections. Y factor line interference. Z graph line center position. Zip zap zoom and connections. All right, you guys have put it in formation. It's in its position. That's great. Excellent. Give the codes to the arrows and anchors. Okay, so you guys have your codes, know exactly what you're doing with your DNA strands, light signals, light language. You guys got to get into that. You know, sound barriers, communication, music tones, and their rhythm patterns, coloration to its condition, channel and position, string theory, activation core line conditions, all position to its conditions. All right, so perfect, Veronica or Haru, yeah. Push the cycles and new cycles. That's good. Okay, team, great. No emotion, straight face. Hua. Okay, we have the balance and mothers taking harmonics again. Excellent indeed. Already send and receiving. Second chance. Great. Excellent. Keep flowing, going. All right, so let's get in rotation. Yeah, I know the body's tingling. Yeah, I feel what you feel. Knowing exactly what's going on. So it's in center position. Now we just got to spin the hind center. So I need both. All level system, I need you guys in a rotation cycle. Let's put you guys in a rotation cycle. We'll do this position, location, and line conditions. Now we're seeing everybody in north, west, south, and east. New diamond core, new clocking line center in position, a new position of 24. Now, what's going to happen now? We're going to rotate the spin. Now we have to do the circulation right in position to connections, or we high rise of north position of space father, and everything to Mother Earth has to go into the right rotation. We can't be off signal. We're going to make sure we get in the clocking system positions of 24 sequence. 2-time connection. All right. So we're going to rotate the spin going this way. And we're going to rotate the spin going this way. All right. This way and this way. All right. What am I doing? The figure 8. New calculation, new clocking system to position of teleportation, telewaving, teleenergy line condition, telepathy position, circulation, rotation, circulation, rotation. All right. Excelente. All right. So helping the cause is its position, right? To understand the ignorance is understand the position, location, how it all started in position, locations too. It's karma cycles. Now we're in a whole new level of yin and yang. Congratulations. So, all right, mothers and shuddering. Yep, the fusion position. Yep, all changing over rotation. Things bigger, team much bigger. Resetting it now. Okay, let's see. What's it now? Sonar blast. So you have to understand what your job is, Ember, is putting a whole new timeline, okay, into positions of Father Space, Mother Earth. You put that calculation to new sun and position of new moon, which is its mode position, puts humanity in a T reception line, a fifth dimension. The conscious level system to its calculation. So you have to understand all your missions and why you are in your title of defense of rebellion and the GFLs. All right. Yeah, excellent. All right, so now it's circling. Now it's in a circulation. Now it's in a rotation. Now it's in its 8 central line connections. So it's in its position, guys, of its 12 DNA. Amazing job. Monday morning, we surface all positions into calculation. Very important to understand where you have to get everything position of the sun and calculations of the moon. So the sun's going to come in, the moon's going to come in, and we come in position of eclipse. High position locations come into new cycle in that high system. All right. All right. Let's see here. Spiral interweaving, heart sonar, blast, full head on the surge, biggest is that. All right. Charges almost in position. Awesome work. Yep. Looking good. Tracking now. Woohoo. Yeah, indeed. Heart missions. And you see it too. You can see the rotation spin. So, and this is where you replace the old heart position. You come in into new. All right. No more Kraken and no more eyes of the snake. It's gone. Woo! Great job, guys. Great job. Yeah, she's on standby. She's getting a new vehicle, SUV. So, yeah, it's amazing how you guys come into all levels of your clocking, what you're doing through your travels, unlocking speed, right? So we did a lot today. So Monday is all levels of Sector 2, okay? And position locations, right? Tuesday will be all levels of Sector 3, right? And coming into new gate interface. We have to come into new gateway and position locations, okay? Because we have to open up all cycle locations of past, present, future to a new heart system, to a new timeline, to a new coloration, to new clocking, to its new computer system. A space-time anomaly. Ooh-ah. All right. Woo! So you guys did an amazing job. Yeah, Sam is buying a new car. Yeah. See how it gets easier when you guys have no I in team and you just concentrate on yourself, your sovereignties, and your freedoms, and all comes in sequence. You don't get in your all levels of competition with yourself or anybody else. You just stay in the center of you through travel, and that's how we get things done through AI position. All right. Adam Blast sent to the team. Adam Bizarre now. Let's go blue. Yep, very good. Know exactly where we are through the coloration. That will change formation position. We have to change the colorations of space-time. That will open up a whole new galaxy interface, right, through dimension. So that's what we want. All right. Breathe deep. Yeah. Show me the compass locations. Nice. That's excellent. I sent you a drawing, General. I think it may have been what images I saw earlier. Yep, I got it. I got that confirmations. Thank you, Samantha. But see, the thing is, that's why we have to understand more of what we're doing, because you have a 24, 48, or 72 window to that, right? Understand you have 24 hours, 48 hours, or 72. You have 24 days, you have 48. So it's more than enough to understand what's going on for the next day. So you're prepared in the mind system, know exactly what you're up against. So if you're in space and you're not, okay, I don't know what to do, right? There's a lost sequence right there. You're misconstrued. You're not communicating, right? With yourself, not the team, with yourself. The team already knows what they're doing. If they don't, well, they have to go back to school, right? School is not a school. School is a mission. School is a memory of everything, why you came in this position in the first place, right? Once you understand that, the position, then you understand why are the connections to the rebellion and the GFLs, right? It's really, really interesting when you come into those levels, guys, of space-time, right? Okay. New TikTok, new start for new day. Yep. And that connection's there, Commander Michaela. Yeah. And you guys feel different, right? Yeah, that's what it is. So we just put a whole new starter in our heart system. So it's amazing what we just finished doing. Yep, no more Kraken and no more Snake Eyes. 6-9. Yep, it's fantastic what we just finished doing. It's the imploding to exploration to its conditions of exploding. Yeah. So it's incredible force how we did these things. All right. Feel love showing humanity all over Mother Earth. I know. And that's it. It's just the warm feeling that you get over through calculations. It's unbelievable what we just finished doing, guys. Right? So again, no class tomorrow, right? Day off. Monday, we resume. Adios.